Well, here's a place you've not seen cooking and carping before. We're at the Islands Fishery, just outside of Mere, in Wiltshire. We've come to have a look round. I think we're going to have a little bit of a fish. Each of the swims has a nice hard standing to bivvy up, banks all the way around, very secluded. You can't cast over other people. There's a bay for each swim. There's reed beds, there's islands, there's cut-throughs. I don't think I've ever seen a lake with so many features. Itching to have a go. As I said, we're here at the Islands Fishery, and with me is Tony Campbell, one half of
CM Fisheries Limited.
CM Fisheries Limited, and it's yourself and your partner?
Yeah, the partner in the business is Paul Millard. He crafted the lake to the perfection that it is.
It's certainly a stunning lake. You're the instigator and the whole concept behind this lake. Do you want to tell us what your dream was?
I was basically trying to create a lake where everybody would feel they were in their own little bit of water and they felt like nobody else was on the lake. Basically, if you look around, you see very few swims where you can see another angler. So I was trying to create something that you felt like you were in the middle of nowhere.
I think you've definitely created that, and obviously it's still very new, yeah, but it's establishing very quick. It's going to look really stunning in a couple of years when it's grown up, and when the fish, of course, grow as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of hard work's gone into all the planting up of the trees and all the reeds and everything around. Reeds came from our friends at Cooking Farm, and the trees came from the fish farm where I work. The fish came from the fish farm where I work, and also a friend of mine's got a Lower Berryfield Fisheries. We had a couple of lean commons from him as well. And the fish are all been selected and picked. Look stunning, they will look stunning. We're up to about just over 20 now with some of the stocks. Most of them are around anywhere between £5 and £15 at the moment. So
we're going to have a go in a minute, see if we can get some of these out and have a look at them.
Yeah.
So what was the stocking level in here?
We've got 230 carp, ranging from about £4 to about 24. We're estimating at the moment. Obviously it's uncaught common, and there's about 35-40 tench as well.
Plenty to go at.
Yeah,
we'll give it a go.
One to the point of that island, and then in the middle of that over there.
This is my favourite swim, big time.
I really wanted to get up there.
Well, it's the best thing to do because this sun's coming out now.
Well, as you can see, there's quite a lot of room in the swims. They're all double swims really, and there's plenty of room to get 2 rods each in. You can see why it's called the Islands.
Well, Steve's just cast out. How many yards did you say you've casted?
Tony said it was 66 yards to the
Tony says it was 66 yards down there, as you can see, and he's onto a fish fairly instantly.
I didn't even get the rod back to rest. I'm tightening the line up.
Yeah.
It's gone off in that hand.
Funny only having a conversation with Tony this morning about fish, how big a lump they can swallow, and
Well, it's a solid bag, complete with a lead in.
Extraordinary. Be interesting.
I think it's a big fish.
Very pretty.
Tony said they were all hand-picked.
Yep, you can see just from this first one that they're hand-picked. It's very pretty. We'll show you in a second.
absolutely nailed in the bottom of it.
Oh, that's very pretty.
Not a huge fish. First fish from the islands. You can see how pretty they are. Let's turn them around. Hand-picked fish. This one's about, oh I don't know, 3.5, 4 pounds. A little bit of a scrapper. Imagine that one when it weighs 20 pounds. Let's get you back. Grunter. Very photogenic, isn't he?
He's very pretty.
And there he
I
goes.
love to see carp that pretty.
Pretty fish. Go back and grow big.
Off you go, mate.
On you go, mate. Everything you need to set up a lead clip system from Carp Craze. Let's put one together. Here we go. First of all, you take a length of the anti-tangle tubing and thread your main line down through that, and then follow it up with the tail rubber. Then the other half of the lead clip, oops. Then simply, with the swivel, tie your swivel on. I use a simple 3-turned half blood knot. Moisten it down, snug the knot down tight, and push the lead clip and over the swivel like that. Then I trim off the tag end, and then all we need is lead. Oh, cheers. So simply clip your lead on to the clip. Again, moisten it all so it releases, and I just like to lightly push the clip on there, and then the rig tube pushes down into the other end of the tail rubber. That's all set up, ready for the rig. The purpose of the tube, it's an anti-tangle tube, but it's also good for the fishes. If the line comes across the side of the fish, it's not going to lift any scales or do any damage. Safety lead clips from Carp Craze. Oh, no.
Well, Steve seems to be onto the fish today because he's another one on the line here. This is all good stuff. Interesting to see what this one looks like. The thing about this place is because they're hand-picked, you're really curious to know what they look like. And personally, when I catch fish, I really love to see a pretty fish and, you know, see the different scales and patterns. So let's see what comes out of this one. Strikes me as maybe a little bigger, babe.
It feels bigger.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell.
They do fight hard here, which is fun.
It's coming in towards me now, so it's going for the next set of snags. They know where the reed beds and everything are.
They know their game. Oh, it's taking a bit of line there. The other thing which Tony warned us about is the fish know if they just take off, they take off around the corner, so you really have to be onto your fish, which actually, you know, makes for good sport.
It's actually made the reeds.
It's nice to see dimmer being played sometimes.
And he's out of the reeds.
Oh, there is movement. Let's just swing over and show you where he's at. So just on the point of the reeds there. Just on there. He has to come back over here. Leave it, just leave it, that's it. Where is he now then? Over there? Oh, right over there.
The next one.
He's got dimmer on the run here. He's over on my lines now. You're gonna...
I'm a bit happier now it's back in the open water.
This is what it's all about though, you know. This is what fishing's all about, not just get a bite and, you know, this is testing his skills. It would definitely be testing my limited skills. Steve's been doing it for donkey's years. He knows what he's doing. Look at the curve in that rod.
I do start worrying because it's only a little tiny hook.
Do you want me to lift that rod?
No. I don't know whether it's under it or over it.
Oh, he's fighting. Oh, this one's a little bigger, I feel. It's moving a little closer. Oh yes, he's pretty. This is a good day.
Save it, Luke, please.
Scare the fish. Ah, he's a good size.
A scrapper.
Yeah. Oh, he's another pretty one as well. Very nice. And he's in. Fantastic. Well, here we go. This is the result of Steve's fight. Another very beautiful fish.
£10 on the nose. I couldn't even give myself the extra ounce, but it's a double. It's a pretty fish, and it fought like it should have been a 20. I can't remember having such a hard fight, certainly not from a little fish like this, but what an absolute peach of a mirror carp. Got a little bit of spawning damage on the other side. I'm going to treat the little tiny hole where my hook was, and put this one back.
I think this is what's making this venue very special. The fish are so special and pretty, isn't it?
Absolute stunner.
So
Gel. And this is actually a koi carp treatment. It's a gel, so it stays on the fish a lot longer when it goes back in the water. Little hook hold and put him back. How thick it is across the back.
he's going to be a big boy one day, I reckon.
Gonna be a big fish, that one. Cooking and carping. Just making up a few PVA bags, and I've run out of mesh. There we go for the refills from Carp Craze. You see I like the boilie mesh. These at the moment are buy one, get one free. Two for $19.99. Just fill this back up. Let's take one of the spools of mesh out. Open the end up. Tease it onto the end of the tube. And just fill the tube back up. Ready to make some more bags. What are you smiling at?
No comment.
And there we go.
Thinking you're quite good at that.
Tie a knot in the end, ready for next time. Oh, and we have a beep. All ready to go. Back in the tube with the plunger. Just keep it all dry.
the dimmer cast.
Well, the weather forecaster's got it totally wrong today. It's been a gorgeous sunny day, even though it's been a bit blowy. I think the fact that there was a bad weather forecast has kept people away from the lake today. But even if it was busy, you don't get encroached upon by other anglers. You've got your own little bit of water to fish, plenty of options. There's a deep hole in every peg, there's gravel bars, there's loads of marginal reed beds, and every peg has an island and channels around the island. We've had a couple of fish today, really pretty fish, and we've had a few other missed chances. It's been our first visit to fish the islands. It won't be our last. You'll see us here again, cooking and carping. I had the rods laid on the floor and just picked it up to wind in because we're going home. And the line lay was off at a peculiar angle, and this was the culprit. I've unhooked it in the net. I'm not going to take it out because we put the unhooking mat away. But look at this one. It's only, I don't know, £1.5, £2. He's fat as anything. What a pretty fish. What a way to end a session. Very indignant at being caught. Let's just slip him straight back. Go on. While you're having a look at the stunning quality of the fish from these stills that Tony sent me, I'll just tell you about the offer that I promised right at the beginning. Tony has kindly said that anybody who watches the videos on cooking and carping, for the month of July, if you mention cooking and carping when you book your peg, you can pay for 12 hours and fish for 24. Yep, he's going to give you the nighttime free. Thank you, Tony. Oh, take 110.